Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto Code. Arthur Hayes just made a huge call. He believes Bitcoin is heading to $1 million by 2028 and that the Fed can't stop it no matter what they do. In this video, we'll break down his reasoning, why inflation is now a necessity, how the US government is boxed in by debt, and 3 major moves that could flood the system with trillions of dollars. Let's talk about it. Before we jump into today's topic, we want to remind you that here at the Crypto Code, our goal is to provide you with the top news, research, and tips when it comes to finding projects with huge profit potential. Stay to the end of this video and learn how you can earn $10 in Bitcoin and a free weekly trade alert just for attending one of our free workshops to learn more about who we are and what we do. No purchase needed. Our trade alerts have a 93% win rate, so make sure you take advantage of this free alert. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. So do your own research before you make any crypto trades. Okay, so here's the big idea. Hayes says that if you've been holding Bitcoin instead of US bonds, you've already outperformed, and that trend is likely to continue. Bonds might seem safe, but they just can't keep up with inflation. And with the US running record deficits, there's no serious plan to reduce spending. That leaves the government with one real option: inflate the debt away. Hayes argues that inflation isn't just a side effect, it's a deliberate strategy. The government needs nominal growth to outpace the cost of borrowing, and to get that growth, they're going to inject more credit into the system. This brings us to what Hayes calls QE for poor people. Instead of banks playing around with buybacks and derivatives, what if they actually started lending to real businesses and households again? That would fuel job creation and economic activity, but also push inflation even higher. And in that kind of environment, Bitcoin tends to dominate. So, how does Bitcoin go from where it is now to $1 million? Hayes lays out 3 big moves he thinks are coming, and they all add up to a massive increase in liquidity. First, capital controls. Instead of tariffs that hit consumers directly, the government could quietly start taxing foreign investors who buy US bonds. That could bring in over $1 trillion in revenue and force money to stay inside the country. But at the same time, it would reduce demand for US debt from abroad, which means the Fed would need to print even more to make up the difference. Second, Hayes believes regulators might loosen the rules that limit how much U.S. debt banks can buy. During COVID, they allowed banks to buy treasuries using huge amounts of leverage, and he thinks that playbook is coming back. If banks can buy unlimited bonds using cheap deposits, it could drive trillions into the market, creating massive profits for the banks and more liquidity across the board. And third, the big one, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. If the government releases these mortgage giants from conservatorship, they could inject up to $5 trillion into the housing market. That's a giant wave of new credit and exactly the kind of bubble the economy might need to keep moving forward. Put it all together, and Hayes estimates that between now and 2028, we could see around $9 trillion in new liquidity enter the system. To put that into perspective, the COVID response pumped about $4 trillion into the economy, and Bitcoin went from $4,000 to $70,000. So if this next round of money printing is even bigger, and ETF demand keeps drying up the supply, then $1 million Bitcoin might not be so crazy after all. So what do you think? Is Arthur Hayes right? Could Bitcoin really hit 7 figures in just a few years? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching the Crypto Code. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more crypto insights. Let me know your thoughts on today's video in the comments below. You can also check out what we do here at the Crypto Code by registering for one of our free workshops where we show you how we and our students profit in crypto no matter if the markets are up or down. If you register for the workshop, you also get access to a free weekly trade alert. Attend our free workshop, take a short quiz at the end, and we will send you $10 in Bitcoin. No purchase needed. We have already given away hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Bitcoin just this year alone. Just look for the link in the description of this video to register for the workshop. It will be worth your time. Our public trade record currently has a 93% win rate, and you can view it here. Best of luck with your investments, and remember to stay informed and stay safe in the crypto world. See you next time.